Hello, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Ian Green, and I'm the musician for Music Dreams and also for Ian J. Green, two different artist profiles you can find wherever you stream your music. And today we're going to be looking at an interesting topic, which would be supporting part 6 of Unit 10 on rhythm. And we are going to be using a really fun book called Intermediate Elementary Music Rudiments, written by Mark Sarnecki as our text. The series of tutorials in this playlist, I hope, are helpful, especially for intermediate music students. Now, something that's important as well is to make sure to find the correct page we are going to be using. Today we're going to be looking and working through page 66 for the definition of syncopation, and then we'll also work on some of the questions together. Let's open up and share the screen here, and we will continue. Now, syncopation basically occurs whenever the pattern of strong and weak beats in a measure is changed or altered, and the accent is shifted from a strong beat to a weak beat. So, for example, here in this first line here in 3/4 that's given, what we can do is fill in the counting. Let's draw with blue. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yes, we have 3 beats per bar, and there's a first beat, second beat, third beat, with the strong beat traditionally being on the downbeat. So I'll put a strong, weak, weak in each of these bars of music to describe this. Now, let's take a look at where the accents are placed. Accents are, of course, symbols in musical notation to show a musician how to play a note louder, so very emphasized. So it's got an emphasis or a surprise. Now, syncopation, as described in the definition, is when the accent is shifted from the strong beat, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, to something else. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So here in this example, the syncopation actually, the counting is fine, but actually the emphasis is on the weak beat here because of the accented note. Here in the second bar of music, the emphasis is on beat 3 because of the tie, and then beat 1 is missing. We're holding a note instead. And then there's also an emphasis on the second beat of the third bar. So if I were to clap this, it would be like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's kind of interesting how that works. Now let's take a look at a couple of examples on page 67 together. What we want to do is look at filling in the correct time signature. So we know that this could be compound time because of the duplet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this could be 6, 8. 1, 2. We could think of this maybe as 2, 2 or 4, 4. Because this triplet equals 1/8 or a half note. So we could do 2, 2 or 4, 4 here. Here, this could be thought of as equaling one group of 3 eighth notes. So we could say this is 3, 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one could be equivalent to one group of 4 16th notes. So this is 1, 2, 2, 4. This next one, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one could be 4, 4. 1, 2, 2, 4. Now, when going through some of these, you can see how sometimes the notes are organized in different groupings. So that can help you to say, okay, this can't be 6, 8, or this one can't be, 9, 16 or something, because you have to have a certain number of beats and groupings. If you have compound time, they have to be groups of 3 notes. In simple time, they have to be groups of 2 notes, so or organized into 1 and 2 and kind of combinations. Now, when we go to the next page, which would be page 68, what we can look at here is filling in some rests. So let's do that together. This is always kind of a tricky part. Let's look at the first example. We have 4, 4 time, so we want to have 4 beats per bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first beat, so we could have a quarter note here, or a quarter rest, and then we could put a half rest here. Another equivalent could be to put a dotted half rest here, but then that, as I say, messes up or upsets the function of strong, weak, medium, weak. So you want to have, instead of combining groups together, you want to put different types of notes and rests together so that things are more organized based on how the time signature works. In this case, we are looking for 2 groups of 2 beats for the strong, weak, medium, weak. First 2 beats, second 2 beats. Now here we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. But we have a 30-second note now. So we want to put a 30-second rest. And now 2 30-second note and rest combinations together equals a 16th note. So we want to put another 16th note and then an 8th rest, a 16th rest and an 8th rest to equal this first beat. Then the next beat can be a quarter rest. And then we have 2 rests left. So then we can put in a half rest. Now here for this next bar, I'll put in the counts. But then we want to go to the end and tackle this one singular 16th note. We'll put a 16th rest first, and then an 8th rest to equal 1 beat of music. Then this can be a quarter, and then this can be a half rest to equal 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see here how we're filling in all the different note values correctly. Let's look at another example. Let's look at this one with 3, 4 time. So this will all equal 1 beat. So we'll have 2 beats left. Now we could put a half rest here, but that would be larger than this combination of notes. So we want to break that up into the equivalent note value that equals the time signature. So in this case, 2 quarter notes. Now a double dot is kind of interesting. A double dot is where you have 2 dots added to a note, and the second dot is half of the first. So in this case, we have a dotted quarter note with another dot as well. So it's a double dotted quarter note. So that equals a quarter note plus an 8th plus a 16th. Because this dot is half of this dot. So then we have 1 3/4 beats of music here. So in order to fill this in, we'll put another 16th rest to fill that in as 2 beats of the 3. Now for the last beat, we can put in a quarter rest. Now here we have 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. This is 1 beat. And we can put 2 quarter rests, or we could also, because we're starting on the downbeat, we could also put a half rest here as well to equal the first 2 beats of the bar. Because we're starting on the downbeat, so you can put a large rest on the downbeat of a measure of music in any time signature. Both options are correct in this case. I do hope you have fun as you're working on this material together with your teacher. And I do encourage you to also, if you want to reach out, you can always make a comment anytime. If you have a chance as well to check out some of the other tutorials on this channel, please do so. I look forward to seeing you next time for another tutorial. And until then, thanks for watching and supporting this channel. Bye for now.